The Sylvester Stallone-starring series about a burgeoning Tulsa mob, Taylor Sheridan's Tulsa King, is finally getting its third season. The fact that it was Stallone's first television appearance and a Sheridan small-screen production outside of his expanding Yellowstone empire made it noteworthy right away. Dwight the General Manfredi, a devoted mafioso freed after 25 years in prison, was first shown to fans in Season 1. His devotion is rewarded when the mafia sends Dwight to Tulsa, where he makes the most of his opportunity to start a business and mend fences with his family. Dwight's fragmentary mafia eventually consists of a diverse group of individuals, including cabbie Tyson and the intelligent but incompetent proprietor of a cannabis store, Bodhi. This causes him to increasingly run afoul of both local rivals and the old guard mobsters back home. The arrival of two frightening new antagonists in Season 2, Kansas City Mafia leader Bill Bevilaqua and local big shot Carl Thresher, ratchets things up. Grillo eventually joins forces with Bevilaqua in his expanding marijuana business. Because he was captured by Special Agent Musso at the end of Season 2, Manfredi starts Season 3 in the harsh glare of an interrogation chamber. Although Musso's motivations are unclear, he is well aware of Manfredi's illegal activities, including the murder of a man 25 years ago who was shackled to a radiator in a burning house. Musso wants a new informant, and Dwight is the one who shot the man who was also Musso's informant. Who is being informed? Dwight is free, but Musso is being evasive. He shows up and tells Margaret, his girlfriend, that he is sorry for disturbing her ranch at the end of the previous season. After telling her that he would confront the threat and keep her safe while driving with Bigfoot, he gets an unsolicited call from an old mob associate. Before hanging up, silence Ray. He gripes, "It never ends," to the enormous enforcer. Cue the opening credits and the eye roll. At the Feast of San Gennaro, Dwight first sees his sister and grandchildren before returning to his former haunts in Little Italy. Then he turns to find Bigfoot and Capo Goody accompanying Quiet Ray at his house. Ray offers Dwight a chance to fulfill the promise made to him in return for that 25-year assignment. He will be given a territory, his own family, and complete control over how it is run. Because he likes what he's developed in Tulsa, Manfredi declines the offer. Ray believes it's time for Dwight to tell the families in New York, but he doesn't want to hear that. Withholding information from your actual relatives is quite insulting. He asks, "Do you want me to paint a picture for you?" "No, Ray," replies Dwight. "I understand the picture, so you can keep all the paint out of this." You're correct, sharing is beneficial as long as it's done with someone you want to share it with. More angry words are exchanged between the two before Dwight leaves. When we return to Tulsa, we find Mitch Keller, Manfredi's right-hand man, at his auto dealership, Mitch's Auto City, attempting to pitch a woman on an El Dorado. However, he is interrupted by Cleo Montague, an old flame whose family owns a venerable distillery that is closing and for sale. The deadly Jeremiah Dunmeyer has been putting pressure on them. For their yard sale the next day, she recommends that Mitch visit the distillery. Cut to Margaret and Dwight sitting down at his rustic casino. He questions why she wants him around and tells her that he's just an old Goomba that causes her problems and has a troubled past. "I ain't going nowhere," she says, reprimanding him for attempting to push her away. She also presents him with a personalized 5-star brooch that she designed, which reflects his nickname, the General. When Mitch arrives, he complains about how miserable he feels from owning a car dealership. However, he has a solution and tells Dwight about the distillery owned by his ex-girlfriend that is for sale. Mitch offers a glass of their best to pitch the concept. Dwight thinks it would be wonderful to go into the whiskey business, but Mitch acknowledges that Dunmeyer is strong-arming them. The latter intimidator will be dealt with by Dwight. Bodhi is dispatched to Kansas City to give their portion of the marijuana revenue after returning to the dispensary. Considering that Bevilaqua's soldiers shot and killed his best friend, Jimmy the Creek, during the events of the previous season, he would prefer to do almost anything else. Tyson is picked up for the trip by Bodhi and Grace. Theo, the patriarch of the Montague family, has a handshake deal to sell the distillery to the Dunmeyers, so Dwight goes to the yard sale at the Montague distillery, which, ironically, was a yard sale, a true family-run business, to talk with him. A kind man, he declines to talk about the details of their unofficial agreement, but Dwight says he will double it. Despite saying that it's tempting, he declines. When Cole Dunmire, Jeremiah's son, shows up to the garage sale, Mitch is still trying to reignite his romance with Cleo. It's obvious they don't get along. Cole responds that he is there to convey a message from his father to her, saying, "Good seeing you." Cleo asks what he wants. Thanks for watching. For more updates stay tuned and don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel, please.